What is going on, guys? Blade here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends. After yesterday's episode of Royal Sage, one game, well, I don't think the Royal Sage really mattered that much, that game, but the combination of Royal Sage and then the next game afterwards, almost stabilizing, and then the Odahviing getting charge and taking us out, left kind of a sour taste in my mouth, so I wanted to take Slice Scout back onto the ladder and kind of redeem itself a little bit. We're getting to the point in the season where I'm going to try really hard to play a whole bunch off screen. Just because we haven't really gone anywhere this season. I've just been hanging out, as our first match is against a rank 2. Honestly, normally I would want to get rid of the Venom Tongue, but it may be nice to take out some of these cards if it's a more aggressive Battle Mage list. And even if it's not, this set of cards will help me stall pretty well to draw some of our other cards. As my mouse has some lint on it. Let's see what my opponent decides to go with. Hopefully he doesn't have any 1-drops. That would tell me that he didn't draw any of his Brutal Ashlanders. We'll see if that holds true or not. I also would not mind not having to use the ring this early, although I will if I have to. I think I will use one ring charge just to get one of the Fighters Guild recruits out and then kind of play on curve the rest of the way. So he's going to get the cycle a little bit, but that's okay.
Chaos take you.
I'm just kind of lay down a guard in each lane. Now, most of his aggressive plays have some sort of contested... Alright, he's got a Firebolt. Never mind, not completely contested.
Chaos take you.
Where do I want to go with this play? Let me just Dark Guardian for now. I want to save the Shadow Shift in case he tries to hide something from my lethal, or even if he tries to hide something from the Venom Tongue. Just want to get some fat stuff out here. This looks like it might be a slower Battle Mage list. Maybe it's more of the Merrick Atromancer variety, which, while annoying, is not something we have a terrible matchup with, I think. Especially when you can pull 7-cost Blood Magic Lords out. Still got a lot of weaker creatures on the board, but it's nice to have a little bit of control right now. I don't think I'll pop a rune next turn, although it's definitely under consideration. Is he gonna go face here to try and keep, or try and lessen the health advantage? Mace of Encumbrance.
The day is mine.
Okay. I think what we'll do here then is Shadow Shift this guy over to take her out.
My scales move in shadow.
And I think we'll just lay down the Venom Tongue. Put the Venom Tongue out first before the Defiler, although I'd love to rest some of this stuff, just because if he has a Lightning Bolt, I'd rather the Venom Tongue eat it than the Defiler next turn. And then actually, next turn we can ring into Blood Magic Lord, which I think will be a tough answer for him.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Okay. Another mace.
The waters of life.
I think to keep that guy alive, we're actually going to do this, and then playing Defiler gets punished by Ice Storm, or him having another...
Steal from folks who ain't using it. That's
well, I guess technically we get punished by Unstoppable Rage too, but I don't know if he'd want to use his Unstoppable Rage on this kind of board. Not that this is a weak board, I just don't think it's incredibly threatening to where you're going to want to full clear like that. Unless he has a lightning bolt for this, we're looking like we're gonna get to res some stuff. It's in his best interest to take this out so I don't ramp. There's the lightning bolt.
Do your worst.
And for being at this point in the game, I think we're in a pretty decent position. I think I'm fine just blood magic lording. Gargoyle is a thing. Nothing I really want to res out of his discard pile. And there's some stuff I'd want out of our discard pile, although not so many things here. Haven't seen any of our Brotherhood Sanctuaries yet. Ogrim might be getting mummified just because of how big it is. Okay. I think our plans have changed slightly. I think we are going to 3, 6. Get rid of that ward. Grab another blood magic spell. Sanctuary pet the Ogrim. And just to play around Unstoppable Rage, I think we'll play that in the left lane. No, we haven't completely played around Unstoppable Rage, but this is better than the alternatives.
Let's do this.
He's fishing for a removal for the Sanctuary Pet, trying to force us to kill our Blood Magic Lord. Still trying to force us to kill our Blood Magic Lord. Nothing to ping it with, so this might be Blood Magic Lord's time to go. But at least he'll give us another Blood Magic spell before he goes. Another Corpse Curse. Let's get a little bit of damage in. Got a Night Shadow and a Brotherhood Slayer. Keeping that Tazcat in the back for emergencies. Although 11-15, we have lethal next turn, but the odds of him getting a prophecy that stops us in our tracks are very, very high.
I have you now.
Okay, he's got a 4-6.
Your pain is delicious.
I think we do this. Before we make any plays, I think we're going to take some damage first. I think that's a good amount for now. Let's go Do I want Necro in this lane?
Feel my power.
It's nothing personal.
I feel comfortable with this play because it would take to really get punished here. The card he drew from Prophecy would have to be an item, and then he would have to have a Unstoppable Rage there as well. Although now he can't rage on this turn, so that's fine. Okay.
It's nothing personal.
Okay.
Do not travel this one. Chaos take you.
I forgot about that. Huh. My bad.
Do you fear death? Do you fear death?
Playing a little safer right now. Although I think we have lethal, so let's start trying for it.
That was fought.
I don't think I played that last turn very well, but I was trying to identify lethal while also making sure if we got a prophecy that prevented us from getting lethal, that we had a way to answer the Atromancer. Which is why I was looking at ways to set up the Shadowfen Priest and have a stronger lane over there with the Corpse Curse. Just trying to make sure that if that push for lethal didn't go well, that things would have gone decently. I know there's probably a better way to get more guaranteed lethal on that turn, but I was trying to kind of play it both ways. That's definitely one of the areas where I need to improve on the most as a player, is A, as you've seen in the last couple episodes, making that decision between should I wait an extra turn to go for lethal. That's something that I'm definitely trying to improve on. And B, in terms of when I decide that I am going to go for lethal, really sitting down and making sure I'm going about it at the best path to lethal. So that's where I'm trying to improve on as a player right now. It's something you guys do a very good job of pointing out, ways that I could have made certain turns go better. I do appreciate that. So let's get the recruit out there. Probably put my next one over here.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
Now, I want to ramp.
Chaos take you.
I think I will ramp, actually.
The waters of life.
I just don't think, unless he's playing Market, there's not many things I'm going to want to silence, besides maybe a breakthrough to avoid the unstoppable rage. But other than that, there's not much stuff I want to play around. He's going to take his one.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Gatekeeper plus curse. Okay. So what's my play here? I can swing in Leaf Lurker, which is kind of lame. I can Fighters Guild Recruit, which is kind of lame. I can Shadow Fen. But that doesn't go great either. I don't think we have any good plays here. Although it doesn't feel great, I just want to remove this Fighters Guild Recruit and start planning for the future turns. He can take this out, but we'll start countering soon. And if he does take this out and then we trade here, I feel better playing a Leaf Lurker next turn. Or even if he plays like a Pyromancer over here, I feel better about that play. So that didn't go as poorly as I thought it would. I'm sure he still has answers. Got a curse and a finish off, which is slightly okay. Let's draw first. Draw Venom Tongue. We're going to get him out before the Defiler. I want to get Defiler out there, but there's not super high value things in the discard pile, as well as I usually like to wait until we see some Sanctuaries set up. He's used 2 curses already, so he has 1 remaining unless he plays the 4-cost Goblin that generates curse. Drew all 3 curses very early on. So we're going to trade there, no problem. This is looking like super slow archer.deck.
My scale is moving shadow. If I fall, steal from folks who ain't using it.
I'm going to hang on to the Shadow Fen just because, like I said, I'm expecting him to want to set up some sort of breakthrough at some point. Does he have another finish off? Or is he fishing for a finish off? He has another finish off. So 2 finish offs, Territorial Viper, and 3 curses in like his first 15 cards. First 11 cards, actually.
Chaos take you.
Let's force some stuff into the field lane. And he's used 2 finish offs, 3 curses, and a Territorial Viper, so the odds of him having something ready are relatively low, although not impossible. This could be a Belligerent Giant turn.
What have we here?
This is him fishing for that Belligerent Giant, I would believe.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me. Chaos take you.
I think this is a suitable time to Shadow Fen this. Get a butt ton of health back.
If I fall,
And block his next move. We'll start setting that up.
this one.
We don't get punished by rage yet. We have 2 good answers in hand if he wants to set up anything breakthrough. Can start pushing some damage next turn, but we don't want to get too aggressive yet, although I do think his deck is on the slower variety. Just trying to think of what we're going to have to answer, and I'm sure it's going to be a Belligerent Giant soon. The crappy thing is if he pulls another Leaf Lurker, he hasn't played any Leaf Lurkers actually, but one of the 3 Leaf Lurkers or one of the remaining finish off. So he has 4 instant removals for me ready. He's looking for some removal here.
Mercy.
Okay.
In shadow.
Does he have something for this? And do I want to take a risk of him having something for this? He could Ring Rage to wipe the board.
By your command.
Marshall is fine. Alright, now that I have the second Shadow Fen, I think this is a decent time to silence and try and res that on my own.
Chaos take you. Mother of mine. Do not tap it.
Don't want to push too much yet. Gonna put the Shadow Fen over here. Get even more health back. Maybe proc my own lethal. We will. Look at that. That's a good turn. Hang on to the last Shadow Fen. We're getting into a range where I feel more comfortable pushing damage. We've got 16, 17, 18 on board and 6 from hand. We have him almost top decking, which is solid.
Just follow the trail of blood.
Okay. Where are we at with this? 6.
The forest is ours.
Let's draw first before we do any damage. Ooh, good lord. I think we're okay to go for 1 swing.
I am the night.
Not 2 though. I think I'm just gonna take the Night Talon Lord swing and that's it.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Gatekeeper is okay. I actually think I'm gonna keep my guard alive. It goes against conventional wisdom, but I just want my guards active. I gave him a bunch of cards here.
The forest is more clever.
There's that Leaf Lurker he's been searching for.
I do love a good fight.
So let's just tend to everything.
Chaos take you. Chaos take you. Do not tap it. These scales move in shadow.
Let's draw first.
Every here.
Defiler is a play. Let's lay him down over here.
Steal from folks who ain't using it. That's the key. Chaos take you.
Just make that one play for now. Playing this very conservatively. I'm just trying to limit the number of answers he has. Gotta swing that. Gotta swing that. He's got a giant at the wrist. The question is, how do I want to deal with said giant? My options are go for a Night Talon Lord, make him answer my Defiler. Res the Defiler. So I have another one ready for next turn. Pull out a Venom Tongue. Or the best play, I think,
My scales move in shadow. Do not trouble this one. I wasn't looking for trouble.
is to grab our Leaf Lurker and take it out guaranteed. Not going to take that damage at the moment. Not going to lay down Odaving either. Just going to lay down this Brotherhood Slayer as almost bait and leave it for a turn. Definitely need to start pushing soon. I'm just keeping the Odaving back, ready to go. We're at 15, so worst case scenario, we have that to fall back on.
Ifra stands with me.
We won't proc that.
They run like cowardly skeevers.
We have 4, 7, 8, 14 on board. I could Odaving here. I still might Odaving here, actually. I think we're going to do this. I'm not going to attack this turn. I want to set up max damage.
Your storm is no match for mine.
And actually, next turn I think we can Night Mother anyway for the win. So it's probably just going to be a concede here. I didn't want to risk... The reason why I played this so slow is I didn't want to risk him getting some kind of lethal plus Unstoppable Rage combo. I'm actually so paranoid about Unstoppable Rage now that I don't do anything about it.
The victory is yours.
Not going to give us the joy of letting us get the Night Mother off, but alas, we still did do pretty well, and we got 2 wins this episode, so I'll take that as a victory for me. Let's see what we get from our rewards. Not much. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Went way better than yesterday. Played a little bit better, I think, and I also had a little bit better luck. But that's going to be it for now. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm Dragon Tamer Blade, and I'll see you guys next time.